Hey everyone, today we're going to be performing a battery change in a G-Shock GA-2000, and this is the 5590 module. Let's get right into it. To perform this battery change, we're going to need a small Phillips head screwdriver, ideally metal tweezers, but if you don't have metal tweezers, you can just use metal paperclip, and our replacement batteries, which are going to be two SR726s. Getting started on this battery change, first thing we're going to want to do is flip our watch over and remove these 4 Phillips head screws, and we'll set those screws safely aside for later. And now with those 4 screws removed, we can simply lift off the back half of our watch as well as our strap, and now we're just left with our watch module. So now we're going to go ahead and remove the next set of 4 Phillips head screws and set those aside for later as well. Now with those screws out of the way, we can simply lift this metal case back right off, and don't worry, sometimes this rubber gasket will come out stuck to the case back, but we'll go through reinstalling that when we're reassembling the watch. Now that we're inside the watch, the first thing we're going to want to do is simply lift out this little rubber bumper layer, and we'll set that aside for later. Next, I'm going to go ahead and rotate the watch around here so that we can access our batteries. So as we can see on the side of our batteries right here and right here, there's little tabs. We're going to want to come in with our tweezers or paper clip or anything small. I've heard some people like to use like a sewing needle. We just want to come right behind that tab, lift, pull out towards us, and that'll unlatch our battery. Do the same with the other side. And we can grab those batteries, take them out, and get rid of them. Next, we're going to come on in with our new batteries, and again, this is an SR726. We're simply going to drop them right in place of the old battery on each side, and then push the latch down. You'll hear and feel it snap right into place. Now our new batteries are installed. Next, we're going to want to perform our AC reset. This is simply going to reset our module to factory defaults, clear any errors if there are any, and make sure that our watch is ready to go again. So this is where having those metal tweezers will come in handy, but if you're using a paper clip, you can bend it into an arch. We just want to have 2 metal points of contact. So I'm going to go ahead and rotate the module around here. As we can see, there's a little label that says AC, and that's referring to this gold tab here. So what we simply want to do is contact one end of our metal to that gold tab and the other end to this metal on our module and hold it for about 2 seconds. And now, to ensure that we've performed the reset correctly and that our watch is on and ready to go, I like to grab my module here. I'd always suggest holding a finger over the spring just in case, because you don't want it to fall out. We'll flip our watch over and we should see our screen start flashing sub. So that means that our module is reset and we are ready to begin reassembling our watch. Our first step in reassembly is going to be to reinstall that rubber bumper layer that we took out. So we simply just want to remember that these 2 flaps that stick out cover our batteries. That'll help us get our orientation right. So we'll drop it right in place. And then we can also pay note to make sure that this metal tab is sticking out of this rectangular hole, and that spring that we just held is sticking out from this circular hole. And next, just in case your case back gasket came out when you were disassembling the watch, we'll go ahead and reinstall that. We simply want to match the shape. As we can see, the top of our watch is all rounded and the bottom has this little part sticking out. So I'll just drop it right in place. I like to grab my tweezers to make any fine adjustments if necessary. We just want to make sure that gasket is perfectly seated in the groove. That way our watch maintains a watertight seal. Now we can go ahead and reinstall our case back. So it's kind of the same thing. We have this little part sticking out. We simply want to match that up. drop it right on. And now we just want to reinstall our 4 case back screws. And do remember that when you're putting your screws in, they're going to go in the holes closest to our buttons. So this hole, this hole, this hole, and this hole. What I typically will do is just drop my screws in, just get them started, and now all we need to do is snug them up. And remember, these don't need to be super tight, just nice and snug. Next, we're going to want to go ahead and reinstall the back half of our watch and the strap that we removed earlier. So typically the buckle side will indicate the upper portion of the watch. So we'll just flip it right over. It'll only fit on one way. Drop it right in place. And again, reinstall those 4 screws. I went ahead and dropped my screws in place and got them started. So now we'll snug them up. And again, these two, they don't need to be super tight, just nice and snug. Alright, so the last thing we need to do is recalibrate our hands. That way when we set the time on our watch, our hands will actually display the correct time. So to do this, we're going to press and hold our adjust button, our upper left button, and keep holding it, keep holding it. We'll see H set, and we'll hear 2 beeps. Now we'll see that sub start flashing again. So now we're controlling this sub dial here, and we can go forward with start, and reverse with reset. For this to be zeroed, we want this yellow line to be pointing directly to the left at our 9 o'clock. So you can adjust it 1 click at a time, or like you saw me do, press and hold, and it'll move quicker. Once we're done with that, we'll press mode. Now we'll see 000, so this is our hour and minute hands, and to zero that, we want it to be pointing at directly 12 o'clock. And again, you can go forward and reverse. Once those are at 12, we'll simply press adjust once more. Now when we set our time, our hands will display the correct time. And when we cycle modes, our sub dial will also display the correct mode. And that's all there is to it. As we can see, our modes cycle through, our backlight works, and our beep is audible. So our watch is completely ready to set and wear again. Thank you guys so much for joining me in this battery changing tutorial. I really hope everything was clear and helpful. If you have any questions for me, please be sure to leave them down below in the comments. And if you're interested in more tutorials and watch related content, please be sure to check out the channel and consider subscribing. I cover a wide range of G-Shock, Baby G, and normal Casio products, so stay tuned for more. Thanks everyone.